Hello everyone and welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It is time for starting 11 predictions for the big one on Thursday against Valencia. So we'll start in goals as we always do. Number 29 in your programmes, number 1 in your goals by the looks of things, it is going to be Scott Bain. He's kept, I think that's 7 or 8 clean sheets since the turn of the year. We've looked really good playing out from the back with him in there. So he is going to be tested against Valencia though, there's no doubt about that. He's not had a great deal to do in terms of shot stopping in the past month or so, but he will be tested on Thursday. They are missing a few key players like Rodrigo and Santimina, but I'd expect Gamero to start up top for them, so Bain will be called into action at some stage. On the right back, number 2, Jeremy Toljan. Don't think there's any doubt about this one. We do have a little problem at left back, so we could see Lustig at right back and Toljan at left back, but I don't expect that. So he's looked really comfortable, slotted into the team absolutely seamlessly. Interesting to see him as well in a more defensively demanding game, but I think he's got all the qualities that we need, and I look forward to seeing him in this one. On to centre half, this is one where Brendan Rodgers got a bit of a selection issue. I expect it to be Dedrick Boyata. We know that he's pretty much first choice when he's fit in there. We're missing Filip Benkovic longer term, so that's a blow for us. We would like to have him in there for this one, but I'm going to go with Christopher Ajer. I think it's tight between him and Simunovic, but I think Ajer is much better on the ball. He's much calmer. So in terms of playing out for us in this game, which is going to be important, especially if it's under a higher level of pressure from Valencia than we would expect in a domestic game, then I expect Ajer to play in beside Boyata. On the left back, we've seen Johnny Hayes in there on Sunday. I thought he'd done well. He grew into the game. He was very good in the second half, but it's a tough one here because we know that Valencia have got a lot of quality. We want to ideally have a natural left back in there. It's going to be too soon for Tierney. I think we're not going to rush him back. That would be silly at this stage. So I think Izagiri's okay after his knock against Hibs last Wednesday, so I'm going to go Izagiri in here. It could be Hayes, but this is an area where we really could struggle because we don't have adequate cover of anywhere near the quality of Tierney, and we're going to need it because Valencia have got a lot of quality. Expect it to be maybe Carlos Soler that plays on the right hand side for them, so whoever's there, I think it's going to be Izagiri. He's going to need to be at the top of his game for this one. On the midfield, pretty much picks itself, no surprise. In the deeper role, Scott Brown, been brilliant, as I've said the past couple of weeks. Looks like whatever was hanging over him, whether it was injury or contract issues in December, he's definitely by them. He's playing much better and he even scored that cracker at the weekend, so it'll be Brown in there, and in front of him, Callum McGregor, Mr. Consistent, Player of the Year so far. We know what we're getting from him. We need a big game from all of these guys in the midfield because that's another area where Valencia have got good quality. It's going to be Danny Parejo and either Kondogbia or Coquelin. So need a big performance out of Callum McGregor, and beside him Ryan Christie. Again, he's been excellent recently. Excellent since he came in the team. I think that's him into double figures in terms of goals, and he only really came into the team in October. He's been absolutely brilliant. So he's a big performance of him again. Leipzig, he was very good against Leipzig. That was shortly after he got his place in the team, so we need something like that from him on Thursday. On to the front three, that's another one where Brendan Rodgers does have some choices to make. Right wing, I'm going to go James Forrest. I don't think there's any surprises there. He got his goal at the weekend, and we really need him to bring a big performance as well because he's not been at his highest level the past 5 or 6 weeks. But in this game, we've got to make the most of our attacks going forward, whether it's on the counter or whenever we get the openings, we've got to make the most of them. So we need a big performance for James Forrest. On the left hand side, Scott Sinclair, no surprises, hat-trick on Sunday. He's really getting back to a good level, Scott Sinclair. I think what we're maybe seeing is we've got a lot of options up there now. Burke is causing defenders a lot of issues. We've got Forrest there as well. So Sinclair is maybe not being as tightly marked, certainly domestically. Maybe not being as tightly marked because we've got a lot of movement up there with the running that Burke does. So he's really come on to a game. I expect him to stay at left wing. That's no surprise. But up top, I'm going to go with Oliver Burke. Again, I think we need to keep the players in form in the team. Oliver Burke's been brilliant. He was fantastic on Sunday. You can see that he's got all the attributes to be a top player. I think apart his touch is rusty at times. He could hold it up slightly better, but see if he could put it all together. He's got absolutely everything. And I think you can see why he's commanded big transfer fees, because although he's still developing, if he can put all that together, he's going to be a top player. He's a willing runner, which is massive for us in this game. I think Edouard likes the ball into feet. We've seen that in Europe. He was brilliant against Leipzig in the home game. But I think Burke is big and strong. He's going to chase everything for us, and that's going to be massive, because we need a real presence up there to try and disrupt Valencia. They've got a little problem at centre half because Gabriel Palista's out. So I'm going with Burke up top. Let me know what you think. Do you think we should go with Edouard? Is it too soon? He's not played a lot of games. Don't forget to like the video, comment with your own teams below. Let me know what you think will happen to centre half, who you think should lead the line. Don't forget to subscribe. We will see you at Celtic Park on Thursday night. Thank you.